People talk about Japan's low birth rate. I mean, they could probably use some more propaganda like this.
Again, I'm a tourist of this franchise, and even I know that this really doesn't feel like a Silent Hill game.
It's basically just man-bad propaganda, men-bad propaganda through and through.
There is the reveling in how bad marriage is, the antinatalism shit.
Maybe they should have called it Silent Hill Flop, because that's exactly what's going to happen.
Blah, 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 typical feminist narratives. This game is definitely propaganda in the form that it attacks the traditional gender roles of society.
I want to start this video off with a bit of backstory. As a lot of you may know, the Silent Hill franchise was essentially stuck in limbo for the better part of 10 years due to various reasons. Supposed decline in interest from Japanese audiences and low sales. And so Konami's brilliant move was to pretty much disband the team Silent and to pimp out the Silent Hill IP to various developers in the good old United States of America. And then, well, sales were still declining, but hey, at least we got a bunch of shitty PS3 games and two very mediocre movies. Who could ask for more? And so where does that leave the Silent Hill franchise? Years of shitty PlayStation 3 and PSP games could only lead to one outcome. Konami pulling an old yeller on the franchise like a sick dog, receiving nothing but the occasional merchandise, collabs, and a pachinko machine. And that was for about, again, 10 years, until this dropped.
Silent Hill.
Yeah, so I guess after being visited by 3 ghosts, Konami, still being way too busy with pachinko machines, decided to hand off the IP to yet another developer by the name of Bloober Team, a developer which you may know for masterpieces such as Blair Witch and Layers of Fear. Let's just say the fandom reaction wasn't exactly the best. In fact, the reaction was quite fearful considering how horrible Bloober Team's previous horror games I just mentioned have dealt with serious topics such as mental illness. To say people's skepticism was justified is an understatement.
Could she really be here, waiting for me?
But somehow they actually did it? And as much as I wish I could sing the praises of Silent Hill 2 Remake, alas, it's a topic for a future video. Though at this point, we're a good 2 years into Elon's Twitter, and possibly the worst era to be a fan of video games in. Woke this, feminist that, it just does not fucking end, man. The chuds are everywhere. Especially back in May of 2024, when we were shown the other supporting characters of Silent Hill 2, namely Angela. She's a character that's very important to the game's themes of abuse, and just like James and Eddie, is called to the town of Silent Hill due to her guilt. I do wonder what interesting discussions the wider gaming community could partake in surrounding this topic. Fucking hell, man.
There he is, the king of breadsticks. Get the fuck out of my store!
Do you have to wanna fuck Spyro the Dragon just to be able to play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage? This is fucking stupid. I fucking hate this cultural movement of I am not able to immediately jerk off to this, therefore it is woke propaganda that reactionaries are starting to rally behind. Despite all of this, what Silent Hill 2 Remake went through is nowhere near as bad as what Silent Hill F went through, for it committed the most cardinal of sins. They made the protagonist a woman. Something never before seen in Silent Hill, ever. Jokes mostly aside, this game received a lot of criticism for various things, such as the Souls-like combat, the game generally not feeling like a Silent Hill game, the game's very apparent feminist themes, and a very common one which states that since the game doesn't even take place in Silent Hill, it doesn't make sense for it to even be considered a part of the franchise. and criticizing forced marriage, I guess. To start off, this franchise has always kind of dealt with social issues, including feminist themes. It really isn't anything new, nor were they less on the nose as opposed to Silent Hill F. The combat does not feel very different at all, actually, besides the fact that it's more modernized, which really isn't an issue. I have no idea how you can look at this and shout Dark Souls. And no, you don't need to be physically present in Silent Hill for it to affect you in some way. You could argue it hasn't been like this since the fucking second game, considering the letter James received wasn't even real to begin with. Oh, and yes, forced marriage is indeed bad. I know. Only brave statements on this channel. I'll be awaiting my award shortly after this video. I mean, those are just a few very common critiques of this game that I have seen by this genre of YouTuber. And as you can see, they're all pretty damn shallow because these dudes haven't even played the thing. My main problem, hell, the whole point of this video is the way video games such as Silent Hill F are discussed today. You have people that don't really understand what Silent Hill is about, nor do they give much of a fuck about it. It's the equivalent of 2016 Ben Shapiro owning the libs compilation videos. These guys love to preach about how much better gaming used to be back in the good old days. And truth is, there are no good old days. Good games and shit games have existed side by side for decades. All the perfect games you remember from the 2000s? My man, those are the games that survived the 2000s. There are a lot of arguments you can make about the current state of gaming that I can very much get behind. Shitty microtransactions, the hellscape that are live service games, poor optimization in a lot of modern games. But what I won't accept is some fat chud sitting down telling me it's actually women and black people ruining video games.
She used to be hot, right? She was hot, now she's not.
I shower about once a week.
And how because of that, society has fallen. Except Japan, they can do no wrong, ever. No wrong. These guys do not give a shit about video games. Hell, I could argue they don't even give a shit about the politics they preach. This style of content exists simply to rile people up, because anger and negativity sells. It's that simple. Though I don't doubt that some of these losers actually believe the fucking garbage they spew. It just makes me sad that an art form I hold so dearly to my heart is being used as a way for people to spread this culture war bullshit. And as silly as it sounds, and trust me, it does sound silly, seeing Silent Hill, hey, remember this video is still about Silent Hill, specifically get lumped in these conversations really did open my eyes to how truly ridiculous these people sound.
It's basically just man bad propaganda, men bad propaganda through and through.
It's been roughly 10 years since Gamergate, and yet this culture war bullshit is still going on, and I imagine it's going to stay around for quite a while. So, not to bloat this video out any more than it needs to be, unlike a certain someone, I think when it comes to beliefs, there should be nuance and discussion. But to have discussion, you need to start a dialogue, and this kind of piggy slop content is not creating any dialogue. It's there to upset you and make you write a script for a roughly 20-minute video about modern Silent Hill and how it's perceived by the general public. So, I invite you, yes you, the viewer, I see you there playing your fucking gacha games while listening to me in the background, you're not slick motherfucker, to discuss this topic further in the comment section. I'm curious to see what other people think about the current state of modern gaming and the current culture around gaming. In conclusion, everything went down the shitter since 2020 and we have not recovered since. Hi guys, it's me again. I just wanted to thank the people that stuck around for the whole video to hear me out and see what I have to say. This is my first time doing a more well-structured video, and I want to hear what you guys think, and maybe even give me some criticism and tell me what I can improve for whenever I do make another essay/rant style video. So again, thank you, and I'll see you around. Bye, please subscribe, it's free.